Hey everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to Q automation classes. And in the last session, we have seen like how to compare between the two commits, right? As well as we have seen different types of tabs we have in the Git, right? The log and local changes and console, right? So today we'll look more into little bit more into the local changes and to understand like what exactly is this local changes. So if you see, this is my project structure and I have one main class and there I have first commit and second commit, two commits are there. If you go to the local changes, I see I don't have this file coming up over here, right? Why? Because there is no local changes. Whatever local changes I have done, I have already added it into the staging area and then I have already committed. So this second commit is already gone as part of that one. Okay, so there is no changes to this file in local as of now. So let's add a new line and see if we see something is coming up in the local changes or not, right? So just to be clear, I can quickly show you here view option, maybe module. Okay, directory module. Okay, let be a directory. So if you see here changes and these are the under the changes and see there are all together four files were changed. One is the unversioned file, we have not yet versioned it, and one more is the ignored file. These three are ignored file. Maybe we can go and see the git ignore. Okay, if you see the git ignore, in the git ignore whatever the things you want to ignore, right, you don't want those files to be pushed to your remote repository, you can put them over here. And if you see idea then modules.xml, let's go to this ignored files. Okay, so compiler.xml, so that is there, right? If you see compiler.xml, jar repository.xml, so this is already added over here, right? Modules.xml. Okay, so you also have the option to add them or and not add them to the git ignore. Suppose this is one file which you want to the git ignore, you can right click on it actually, and maybe here I can show you something. Here when you say git, you can see some git ignore also, right? Add, this is okay, let me add one more new Java class. Okay, and the class name is demo 1. Okay, so whenever I'm creating a class, you see it is directly asking me to add into the git. So if I say add, it will turn into the blue, otherwise it is in the red because it is not yet added. I'll say cancel, I don't want to add it. Okay, and now if you see, you can go right click on it, I can say, see, there is one option is called add, another one is add to git ignore. If I add it to the git ignore, git is not going to track this one, git ignore file will get updated with this one. Okay, and let's add to git ignore dot git ignore. If you come to the git ignore and you will see that is getting added, see demo1.java, so this is getting updated. We are not going to track whatever changes will be done here, that is not at all going to get tracked in the git ignore. That will be ignored by the git because it is added to the git ignore, right? So yeah, that's just for the demo I just showed, but we can remove this one, it's not required, we can delete this one. Okay, done. And this occurrence also we can delete from here. Cool. And that is all about the git ignore. And again, coming back to our, these are the ignored files. So that's how I just wanted to show you these files are ignored, because if you see in the git ignore, those files are mentioned, so that is coming as ignored file. And then we have to see local changes, right? Whatever the actual code changes we are doing, that has to be come up in the local changes, but this main is not at all coming here because the changes already been added and committed to the git. So now let's say copy, we'll make new changes here. So let's say third commit. Okay, so this is my third commit, and here instead of adding this one, okay, let me remove this empty space. Okay, so now let's go to the local changes and see if there are any changes or not. No, no changes has been there because I have not yet added, right, to the staging area. So let's go and add it in the staging area first. Right click, get add. So now I have added it. Okay, so after it is added, you can see Okay, so the changes 5 files. Okay, what are those 5 files now? So these three are there, those are ignored, and this one is unversioned, right? These are four, and there is one more file got changed, that is nothing but our main.java. The actual code change happened in this class. And where exactly is that code change? Because I have updated that or added that into the staging area. So if you go and see, it's showing here source main java QA automation classes one file got changed. Open it and see main.java got changed. And in the local change, if you click on it, you will see, okay, this is the line that got added, right? This is the new change because this is in the green. That means this is the new thing that got added. Okay. Earlier we had, this is the content class main, this up to this we had the content, and then the this one got added. Okay, this line, that's what you will see here in the local changes. Okay, and after we have added this one, we can then commit it. Okay, so let's say git, and let's say commit, and I'll say third master commit. Everything we're pushing over here, this one also, and let's say third master commit. Sorry. So let's update this one with third master commit. Okay, and here we have some options, right? We can amend it, or we better commit checks. Just see if you want to reformat your code, rearrange your code, or optimize import. Okay, so we can select all of them, and here you have an option to see what exactly you are committing. Okay, so now if you see, you are selecting git id integration. Let's go to the our file which got changed, right? So if you click on this one, it will clearly show you what is the going in your commit. Okay, so earlier we had hello world and the second commit, and there was a blank line, and then the line number 7 here we are saying system.out.println third commit. That is the new change that is going. Okay, right? So if I unselected this one, this will get unselected because the original content and current content both are same, but we are going to commit it. So now it is getting selected. I'm saying third master commit. I'll quickly say commit here. Commit and push we cannot do because still we have not defined the remote. Okay, so next session definitely we are going to see how to set up the remote repository and how to push the changes to the remote. So as of now, let's do a commit over here. Okay, so now the third commit is also done. 6 files committed, third master commit, right? So let's go to the git and again go to the local changes. Okay, so here you don't see those this main changes now because already this has been committed, right? So there is no more local changes. So whatever local changes were there, that is already present in the staging as well as that has been committed, that we have already taken a snapshot of that code base, right? So git already knows what exactly the current code base looks like, right? So it already committed those information. So that's why you see the local changes, there is nothing more in the local changes over here, right? So yeah, and that's all to this session, that local changes. And in the next session we are going to set up the remote repository and we'll push this code base to the remote repository. For that we will be needing a account in the GitHub, and we'll push these changes to the define our remote. Yeah, in the IntelliJ we have to define our remote repository, and then in the remote repository we have to first create a project and then define the remote repository in the IntelliJ, and then we'll post the code. Okay, okay, so if you guys are liking these sessions, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone, see you tomorrow, bye.